Hello, this is Unit 7, Lesson 1. And today we're going to be building some roller coasters. So if I just drop on the floor, type in RC1, you'll see what kind of roller coasters we could build. And if you're running into the same issue as me, which you can see I'm running into, just press play. And then it should work. Okay, there we go. Okay, perfect. So this is the first roller coaster. And you can see it's a square, really easy to build, right? Now, I've done it like this right here, which is the smart way to do it. However, you can do something like this, which I'm going to show you right now. And you'll notice that this looks really familiar to the square we did back in Unit 1 or Unit 2. So that's how I came up with the smart way of doing this, just by simply adding a repeat. Let's put that back on top of there. There we go. And in that way we can build the square by repeating that code 4 times, minus the start track part of this code. You can see it completes the circuit. So we'll jump in here and press forward. And this will go around and around and around. It'll stop right at the end. There we go. We'll use that again. Wonderful. Okay. Perfect. Okay, I'm actually gonna put this there. There we go. Let's see if this changes anything. I don't think it will, but I'm just double checking. Okay, it does not change anything. Oh, actually, it does change something. So it actually makes it in the way that I thought it was going to make, which is it's going to repeat it because it makes you it makes you bounce off the redstone. Wonderful. So let's start roller coaster 2. Now, roller coaster 2 is going to be a little bit different. Let's move that out the way. Roller coaster 2 is right here. So let's press RC2 in the chat command. We'll type it in. See what happens. So we have a ramp up, then a right turn, and straight line, then right turn, straight line, and a ramp down. You'll notice that if I press the use button, like so, it goes up and up and up and up and up, like so. Which is great. This is exactly what you wanted, right? So I'm actually gonna do the same thing I did before and add something like this so that it prevents us from stopping, and this should hopefully keep the roller coaster going. It does. Wonderful. Really good. Okay, so this just keeps it going, and that's roller coaster 2. How do we do that, you ask? Super simple. We use the line length, we use the variable line length, and we break it down into 4 separate parts. Let's do that together. If I type in RC2, there's a ramp up. Now, what do I need now? There's a right turn. I want to go forward. Okay, so let's go forward. And in fact, we don't have to go forward, right? We can make it anything we want. We could do a ramp down, then a right turn, see what happens. And this is the wonderful thing about this unit, is that you have a lot of creativity in terms of what you can do. There we go. Amazing. And actually, we can repeat this 2 times, and it should, hopefully, it should make our track for us. This isn't part of the lesson, but I just wanted to show you that you can make some really interesting things here. Go up, turn right, go down, go up, turn right, go down. Amazing, amazing. Okay, so let's jump in here. Okay, and hopefully adding that will let us repeat. Yes, it does. Very good. Okay, so you can see that we've built a a ramp roller coaster with lots of ramps like so. Amazing. So what else can we do? Okay, really good. Let's take a look at Roller Coaster 2 again, because we didn't actually want to do this, right? This is just something I wanted to show you. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. We wanted a straight line, then a right turn, then a ramp down, and then we're going to go forward. So it should be pretty easy. RC2. And this will make the complete roller coaster for us. I'm going to add. There we go. Perfect. You can see there's an error here. Why is there an error? We need to add a right turn. Oh. Add a right turn, like so. And now this should work perfect. Very good. Okay. Now this should repeat. Okay, wonderful. It does repeat. Really good. So that's Roller Coaster 2. Now Roller Coaster 3 is a bit more difficult. Let's find some new space. And we'll use Roller Coaster 3 right here. I'll type in RC3. See what happens. Okay. There's a spiral. Oh, goes up, turns right, goes down, then it turns right, and then it joins up the code again. Really good. Okay, so that's right here. Okay. Now that should repeat the roller coaster for us, so we can just stay inside the roller coaster, and it will just continue to repeat like so. Very good. Okay, amazing. Super good. And that's Roller Coaster 3. So, again, all you have to do is make sure that your roller coaster lines up with the previous side. So if we take, let's get rid of this for example. We'll build Roller Coaster 3, and we can build it quite intuitively. Meaning we can build it just by thinking about where the direction is, or which orientation the direction is facing, and where we want to go. So we can see that we've added a right turn. So now, no matter what we do, we have to go forward. And it could be a ramp down, it could be a ramp up, it could be a lot of things, right? But maybe a ramp down will be appropriate. So let's add a ramp down, like so. We'll add this up here. RC3, good. And this will go right, add a ramp down. Okay, wonderful. Well, we can see now we need to add a right turn. So we add the right turn, right? And if we keep going like this way, in this way, and we try to figure out what's next, we'll eventually build something like Roller Coaster 3. Like this, which is going to be the completed version. There we go. And this should also repeat, hopefully. There we go. Okay, I think that was actually too many blocks and I did it in the wrong place, but it should still replace, or still repeat rather. There we go. Let's actually get rid of that. There we go. Now I'm back in the cart. So if you want to make your own roller coaster, which I really encourage you to do because it's quite fun, open up the code builder, make a new chat command, which is going to be on chat command RC4. We'll start with begin track like so. And now we can do some interesting things, like for this particular roller coaster, we could say change, or rather set line length to be 15. Okay, interesting. What's going to happen now? So let's also add a few more things. I want to add a straight line going forward. Then I want to add a ramp up going forward. Okay. Then I want to add a right turn like so. Actually, matter of fact, I want to add 2 spirals. One going down. And this is gonna also go forward by 1, I think. Yes. Now I'm doing this off the top of my head because, you know, I've done this many times, so I kind of understand how the code is going to play out. But I encourage you at home to be doing it one by one, because it can get really complicated. Okay, so there's a spiral here. What happens now? Okay, so you can see even I made a mistake just there, right? And I mean, technically this is a repeating roller coaster, and this is a roller coaster, but it's not what I had in mind. And that might happen to you. You might be doing something and it turns out to work in a way that you don't expect. I wonder why that fell off. Aha, I think these are quite... Maybe that'll help. Let's see if that does help. Okay. Let's see if this prevents me from falling off. It does not. So the issue is, it seems, is that this is not following around, which is fine. These things sometimes happen, right? And I think this might be just a case of this is what happens when you try to build a spiral down. It's a little bit of a bug, so we'll not worry too much about that. But what we will do is we will, let's say, add a left turn. Yes. And this will have, let's give this a width of, let's give it a width of 5. And see what happens. We're not going to finish this today, but I do want to show you a few things, right? So let's see what happens. You can see how I'm slowly making changes to try and fix my code. Okay. So this is now going that way. So let's see if this code works now. Hopefully it does. If it doesn't, I think I have an idea of why it's not working. And we can actually change it right here. So if I set this to maybe 3 instead, that might make it better actually. So let's do that now. And if this does fix it, the reason why it's fixing it is because we have so much power going into the spiral that it's just flinging us off the map. And I don't think spirals are supposed to have red blocks. You can see right, yeah, they're not. So let's play this, see what happens. Okay. Okay. Let's go forward. Okay. Okay, so now you can see it's working, right? Perfect. Good, so if you're having issues with your spiral flinging you off, that's perfectly fine. Just change this. You could probably even change it to 2, to be honest. And that should still work. Because the issue is, when we have power on the spiral, it throws us off the spiral. Or rather, throws us off, not throws us off. So let's press use. And see where we get to. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, this works perfect, right? Really good. So now you just got to figure out a way to connect this back up to the start. Ideally, somewhere along this line. It doesn't need to be the very start. It just has to be somewhere along this line. And have fun doing it. Add a spiral, add a left turn, go down, go up, add a ramp. Do whatever you want to. I'm looking to see some like really wacky and interesting roller coasters. That's what I want to see from you guys. So hopefully this makes sense. And I'll see you guys very soon in the next lesson. So goodbye, everyone.